So this video might be a little bit long, but it's about Australian migration, and I'm going to be telling you guys the real truth that you need to know today. Right now, everything I'm going to be saying is my own opinion, and most of them are from the Australian immigration website. And let me say this here: I'm not an Australian certified agent, immigration agent. I'm just a blogger. I just talk about Australia and talk about lifestyle in Australia and talk about family and relationships. That's what I do here. Now, let's get to the point. Number one is this: if you're interested in coming to Australian migration, this is what I want you to know: that all the information you need is on the official Australian immigration website. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. There are some certain things that you can do by yourself. Yes, there are some certain things that as long as you have a phone, you can read, you can do so many things. There are lots of stuff you can do by yourself. Especially even with the advent of AIs and all of that, you can use it to ask questions and even get something sorted by yourself. All right. So some of you that ask, where do I start from? Where you start from is simple. You start from getting to the website and learning different migration pathways that you can use, migration vehicles that you can use. That is, if you want to come study here, or if you want to come live here, or you want to come offer your skill here. Now that is just on the superficial. Now this other part is this. Of course, you guys are aware that there were some time, like there were protests that happened recently in Australia and all of that. And this is with regards to housing shortages and a lot of things that I might not be able to say in this video. Now let me say this. This has actually brought a lot of sentiment with the way things have been done. Not because it is written out there, but because we can see it. We can see what's happening. We can see the patterns and everything. I made a video recently, and I began to talk about my speculations. And I wanted to maybe go and watch that video later on. Now, why I'm saying this is this: if you have interest, let me say this here: there are a lot of uncertainties right now with Australian migration, especially for some certain pathways. Now, this is not a discouragement, but this is for those who understand the waiting game. You have to learn how to wait to be able to see what it is all about. Now, let me say this here too. Let's say that you actually also want to be able to, seek for professional advice and all those things when it comes to Australian migration, and you want something detailed in the process. Of course, I have certain people that I can recommend for you, which are immigration lawyers and certified Mara agents. You can find the Mara agent on the website. Even some immigration lawyers, you can find them. Also, I have my friend here, Rare, who is the CEO of Solving Migration. They can help you out to figure one or two things out. To have expert education, we have Gajo, this for educational people that want to come through school and all of that. So you can contact them and all of that and tell them you're coming from me. Now, that's by the way, but I want to say this here. Now, there are different pathways by which you can be able to use to come to Australia, but for the sake of what I'm sharing here, I'm just going to list at least 5 of them. We have the skilled immigration pathway, we have the student visa pathway, we also have what we call the partner visa pathway, we have the resource visa pathway, and we have the sponsorship visa pathway. Now, these pathways have their different visas in them and can give you opportunity for you to be able to migrate to come to Australia depending on the vehicle you're going to be using. Now, I'm not going to be detailed. Of course, I've told you guys you can actually contact some of these Mara agents and immigration lawyers to go detailed and all of that. In my page, I also have detailed videos that you can watch and all of that. I'm not going back on all the stuff, all right? So if you want to know more, go and watch my previous videos. I have done detailed videos. Everything I did was from the immigration website, and this is the Australian immigration website, official one. You can see, go there and study and know everything about it. There are thousands of videos also on YouTube where you can go there to educate yourself and all of that. So the age we live in is an age where people don't have to be less informed about what they're interested in, or less you just don't want to put in more effort, So that being said, of course, my happiness also is that in this process is that most people have transited to Australia. Actually, people that have come around, they have studied, they have known the things we do, and they are here today. Now, second one is this. Apart from understanding the pathways, you need to understand also that it is expensive. Coming to Australia is expensive. I won't lie to you, especially if you're coming from an average family from Africa, an average family from Asia. Yes, it is expensive, and you need to be able to be prepared to spend your money. Even from skill assessment, let's say you want to even go through the skilled migration pathway, it's expensive. And being expensive, the fact that you're going to even meet, okay, let's say you even have the money, does not even guarantee that you're still going to be here. Everything about Australian migration, it's a process, and you just have to depend on the decision of the department, not the agent. If you like, use an immigration lawyer. If you like, use a Mara agent. It does not have an influence on the outcome of your visa. It does not guarantee that you'll have a visa. Take this thing I'm saying word to word. I've said this. This is not the first time I'm saying it. I'm saying it again and again. All right. So, and you guys know that why I'm doing this every day is just because I want people to be educated. When I started talking about Australian immigration, lots of people don't even talk about it at all. Of course, you guys know this story. I started talking about it in 2023. Lots of people, and we have saved a lot of people from being scammed from fraudulent websites, fraudulent companies that are really out there to actually take people's money. We know what we face. I know what I've faced. I and my team have faced in the past to be able to get to where we are today. Now, people are more educated and everything. Now, that is our objective. And for me, I believe I have done a good job on that. Do you understand? So what am I trying to say? That you actually need to have all the necessary documentations, all the necessary information that you need to be able to get, to be able to apply for a visa. And having all those things does not guarantee that you're actually going to have your visa. It all depends on the department's decision. So that's just know that and know peace. So that if you're going to say you're contacting an immigration agent and everything, that does not guarantee. So you don't stress anybody. Now the third one is I normally advise. Give yourself time. It takes time. Do you know that some certain visas in Australia, if you don't provide all the documentation and everything, it can take you almost 12 months or sometimes 6 months, 7 months. Tourist visa is the shortest one, but student visa is the second shortest one because those ones have to do with school opening and all of that. All right. So these things are important. It takes time. So when you're doing anything can have to do with Australian migration, even some skill assessment take like 3 to 4 months, 5 months. So it's almost a year going like that. So that being said, it doesn't mean you should stop what you're doing and start saying because I'm applying for Australian migration, I'm not going to be doing anything again. No. See, whether you're in Africa, whether in Asia, whether in UK, any country you are, Canada, and all of that, you want to transit to Australia, just take your time. Don't be in, just take your time. See that's something you're doing by the side. Take your time. Don't stop what you're doing. Take your time. Don't say you're resigning your job, you're selling your properties. Take your time, please. Please, to be forewarned, I'm warning you. Now, the last one, but not the least, is that as you are doing this and as you're getting ready to prepare and apply for Australian migration, there are certain things that you also need to know. Understand that your character checks is important and your health is important. I have seen people who actually got to the bridge, they were almost getting their visas and they have certain health issues, terminal issues. I don't want to cause some certain things here, but go to the website and study it yourself, please. Yes, go to the website and study it yourself if you're really interested. So certain health conditions can stop you. If you have police issues in your country, please try find a way to actually resolve whatever you're resolving, because it can deter you from even traveling not just Australia to many other countries. Do you understand? Now, right now, what's my speculation again? As I said, of course, there are going to be a lot of things coming out. I've listed the different pathways that are important to come to Australia. Currently, I've seen that there's a lot of spike with the student visa, especially those who are within the ages of 20, from 18 to like 27. Yes. To 18 to 27. I haven't seen 30 yet because at 35 and all of that, you can't be able to apply for postgraduate even if you're studying here. So you're being seen as being at visa risk at that point in time. And of course, we've seen that some universities actually have been going through a lot of cutting down costs. Even some of them are releasing some of their staffs and everything. So these things I'm saying is important as anything else. So if you're thinking about applying and coming in to Australia and you have the opportunity, don't just look at one pathway. Try to actually spread your tentacles. That is for those who are interested. Try to spread your tentacles. Spread tentacles means you don't just focus on skilled migration. You can also start, as you're doing skilled migration, you actually have some of the things that can help you to actually start looking for sponsorship. So go to LinkedIn, go to seek.com, go to Indeed and bombard some certain companies. Try to reach out to them. Ask them if you're looking for people and all of that. But show up, go to them, look for regional areas, go to look for companies in regional areas, those things. These things will help you. I have detailed videos on how to actually do all those kind of stuff. Go through them. I won't bring it out for you. You're not paying me for that. I don't get anything from you. You're not going to pay me for that. Go and search it on my pages there. You understand? Go and search on sponsorship. You see detailed videos. I've done a lot. Please take our time to do all those. all those things. So the stage I am now on this social media thing with me and you is that I'll just come and give you references, give you outlines, and let it go because I've done my due diligence in the past, So and that past is not too far; it's just last few months. So go and check them. I mean, I have never gotten anybody that came back to me and say your channel is not content. No, they always tell me you have done a detailed job. Thank you so much. So, and I appreciate that a lot. But as I'm saying it, please take our time to go back to them. Don't just focus on one listen. Spread your tentacles, spread it. And then also for some of the things I'm going to be saying at the end of the day, make sure that you don't give people money and you realize at the end of the day that they are scammers, that they are fraudulent people, because they are out to eat your money. Anybody will come to you and tell you we are offering you a job in Australia and we'll get your visa in 6 months, pay some amount of money. Say no to that. Say no to that. I'm tired of advocating for people. I'm tired of sitting up. I'm tired of making calls on the ground. I'm tired of reaching out to Australian different bodies to be able to help out. I'm tired of that. Please, nobody, I repeat, had the autonomy to actually give you a visa in Australia. No company, nobody, they don't want the person well. So everybody has to go through everybody is actually had to go through what the Department of Home Affairs, which is the department that is authorized for immigration matters in Australia. And if things are getting hard for you to do, get a professional help from an immigration lawyer or a MARA agent. And if you feel that you're capable enough, you can watch my videos and everything. They are still very, very important. They'll help you a lot. And then if you say, okay, that's okay, you can go to the Australian immigration website and it will help you. So I'm doing this because I want you to succeed. I want to see you here one day and all of that. And as I said to you guys, things are not going to be that fast right now. Things are going to be a bit slow, but it will pick up gradually. It will pick up soon. And I hope this makes sense to you guys. And for those who are actually still in the pool, when I mean the pool, those who are actually submitted the expression of interest, please understand that the competition right now is higher than it used to be. So if you look at the people that were invited to apply for nomination recently, you see that the points are crazy. Before, if you have 65 points, 75 points for your EOI, you can even get an invitation. Yeah, it can still happen, but nowadays it's becoming very competitive. People are getting 80 something points, 101 points and everything. But just keep praying and stick in there. You never can tell. And be positive. I just want to be able to tell you nothing but the truth.